Appreciate the help. I'll just start a recording.
Are you gonna start off with our big 100 subs announcement?
Sure.
Wait, so is this gonna be broadcasted live?
And we're live. Oh. Yeah, I got plenty of water. Do you want to check to make sure it's up and running before we start?
Surely.
Surely you can't be serious. I am serious. And don't
call me Shirley.
Oh, one person is watching. Nope. All right, looks good, guys.
You beat me to it.
Is my mic good?
Here, let me copy it. I'm gonna put it on Twitter. What'd you say, D?
Is my mic good? Should I move it or?
Select all. Oh, here, I'll do one of these if that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be fine. Copy.
Oh, live right now.
All right. Oh, forgot. I'm gonna get off the Wi-Fi.
Oh, good call.
That might help our live stream.
Yeah. Everybody off.
Do we still have that spare phone charger up here anywhere? Is it?
It's right there.
Grab that boy real quick.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, because my phone is not doing good right now. Will this work if I plug it in?
Yeah, it will actually.
Oh, that's how
It's just the breaker.
Oh, breaker. Cool. Alrighty.
Alright, guys. 3, 2, 1, live.
Oh, wow.
Hi.
Abruptly.
How the hell we doing on this rainy Monday?
You know, it's gloomy a little bit.
The flood signs, the flood warnings, flood alerts are out.
Yep. It's
But
happening.
We're still here. We didn't get washed up.
Well, not yet.
And to make a slight announcement, we've reached 100 subs for the first time, and it fluctuates so much because it's active subs. So we've reached 100 active subscribers as of October 20th.
It's in like a single day.
In one day, we had 100 people that are, one, subscribed to us, and two, opened our RSS feed in some way, shape, or form.
Damn.
That is so cool.
Whether that's on iTunes, Google Play now, Stitcher now, all that fun stuff.
And apparently, have we looked into Spotify? Is that?
I'm gonna look into it.
Yeah. No, it's. I just thought, man,
Yeah.
as many platforms as possible,
Totally.
if we
I
can,
couldn't
you know.
agree more.
Why not?
Exciting. It's very exciting. And we might have to submit it, and it might be a little more stringent on Spotify.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, can't stop the bros with 100
You can't
subs.
stop us. You can't stop us.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. Jay, since you were the publisher, tell us a little bit about that.
Little Polsky action.
It was. Would you rather be a 10-year-old for a day or the opposite sex for a day? We had 24 votes. 71% said opposite sex. 29 said 10-year-old.
It's a fair amount on the 10-year-old.
This was easy.
Are you?
I thought.
Did you pick opposite sex?
Of course.
Why do you say of course like that? What's so
Why
obvious
is
about
this
that
so
answer?
easy?
I've been a 10-year-old before.
Yeah.
I've never, nor will I ever, be the opposite sex.
Okay.
And for a day, it would be very interesting.
Yeah.
It'd be like nothing you've ever experienced. I can say that much.
It would be so weird.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about it.
It's for a day.
It would be.
I don't know if I'd want to be an opposite sex
I don't know.
for a day.
It has nothing to do. I'm
not trying to be sexist in
No,
any
right.
way, shape, or form.
I kind of remember what it was like to be 10, and God, it was great. It was awesome.
But what are you gonna accomplish in a day being 10?
Just
Like,
not
do you,
20
and also,
years old. You're
and
10.
also, do you rewind to what you were doing when you're 10, or do you live a
No.
day of the college life?
Is it some
you,
re-
No, you definitely rewind.
Can you pick? Oh wait, you go back.
You're back
and
in
live?
elementary school.
Yeah, dude, because what would be the point if you don't have any of your friends to hang out
Oh
with?
no, I agree.
Well, no. What if you're with all
I
your
agree.
friends and you're 10?
Wait,
you're like, what's
you-
good, guys?
You're saying
You're literally 10. You're
Well, what's
like,
the point?
you're
like the
yay
entire
high.
situation right now goes from like we're just younger to being 10 years
Yeah,
old.
what's the point?
And Jonah's talking about as if you were to go back in time to the house and the
That's
school and all that, right?
Eat junk food.
I think that's better. I want to go
Probably.
back to what I was doing.
It would be pretty funny though to be 10 here.
It would be funny to be 10 here. It would be. Oh, it'd be terrible though.
Have like a.
Being 10 here.
It would be.
What would you do?
You could drive.
No. What are you gonna do?
You could penny board.
I think I'm going 10-year-old actually for my vote. Yeah.
Josh,
I don't know.
That's my 2 cents.
did you vote?
Yeah, I think I said opposite sex.
Okay.
Because, like you said,
Yeah.
it's something different. It's something.
Oh, I get
I've
that.
been 10. I know
Yeah.
what it's like to be younger. I'm not necessarily a person that's so reminiscent of the past.
Right.
I could also. I mean, if I wasn't a woman for one day, it would. I mean, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
It'd be okay.
Oh, I'm not
I'd rather be 10. I think honestly. I don't know why. I missed third grade or whatever that was.
But then at the same time, I'll never be able to go back and be 10. Whereas I could get a sex change. I could go there
Yeah.
and back.
It'd be
Like,
different.
they have
No,
surgery.
It's still different. Still different.
Whoa. I mean, Bruce?
This is kind of a hard one though.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Cause you're right. Yeah. I mean, I'll never be a woman.
But you'll never be 10 again.
But you have been 10 before.
I kind of want to switch my answer. That'd be weird to be just a female
Just
for a day.
I don't want to be. I don't want anything more than 24 hours.
Exactly.
Man.
Just see what it's like.
Yeah.
And get back.
Yeah.
Get back and be just be you. You learn a lot about yourself because I'm sure you get all the because females have a lot of different hormones. You might get. It'd be interesting to see kind of where your brain goes in comparison to where you
how
were
different
before.
it is. Yeah.
Maybe how you view things differently. It'd be.
I think I'm switching my
very
answer.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's a unanimous.
I think we've
Yeah, you guys have persuaded me.
I'm kind of.
Wow. All right, here we are.
Woman, the broettes.
The broettes.
We'll be the broettes for 24 hours.
Did you see who the Tigers hired?
Yeah.
Tigers got a new manager today.
No kidding.
Rod Gardenhire.
Wait, was it
Rod
official today?
Gardenhire. Or I guess I don't know.
It was a few days ago.
A couple days ago.
Yeah.
Over the weekend. He used to coach the Twins. I like it. I'm a fan.
We're gonna have a few shitty years, probably. Regardless.
Yeah, probably. No matter who we get.
Mm-hmm.
I like the hire, dude.
Is he
Good manager.
older? Is he younger?
He's an old guy.
Okay.
Kind of looks like a little bit younger version of Santa Claus. Just, you know.
He's
All
got
right.
the beard. He's got the mustache.
Yeah. He's got the
does he
gray
have a
going on.
mustache?
He's got like a goatee.
Okay.
Yeah, the old man goatee.
Oh, like one of these.
Yeah. So how long would it take you to grow a nice dark full like?
It's a
Okay, so
great
what I
question.
got
Well,
going
no,
on
I
right
guess
now.
we'll find out in November.
I want. Are you gonna grow it out like, all in November?
Once I get back from my sales trip, I'm growing it out.
No, dude, just
do it
shave,
over. Yeah.
Shave before you go. And then
That's
you'll
what I
be good.
might do. But,
Yeah.
But then again, about 3 days in is when it starts to get a little. It's on that border.
What are you at right now?
What do you mean?
This
I
might
meant
be like 3 days.
Yeah, dude.
4 days
Wow.
maybe.
It's not even noticeable.
that's like what this is. This is less than a week for me. So what? It would probably take you. Have you ever had it this long? I guess is what I'm asking.
Not really.
Wow, you
Well,
should try it.
I can't really. It gets. I don't know. It's like it like stops growing. But people
It's
listen
not a
are
bad
like,
thing.
What are these guys talking about?
I want a beard. I want to have a full beard, dude. I hate that I can't grow one.
It looks nice on the right person, no doubt.
I would be totally fine if I didn't grow a single piece of facial hair the rest of my life.
All right, you're so against
I
it.
don't like it. Well, come on. He's got like a disease or something.
Yeah,
that's not
that's
even
it.
funny, man.
Wow.
But I
That's
really.
what you said? I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I'm talking just strictly facial hair. I want my eyebrows and everything else, but
Now
my
you're being.
I don't like.
Okay.
I don't want the beard, and I just think it looks. On me, anyways, it looks patchy.
When you grow
and
it so
rough.
fast, it is tough. But going on another note, I wanted to bring up a really cool thing I learned about in my media law class. And so this regards Richard Jewell. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that name or if you guys know anything about the Olympic bombings, the Olympic Park bombings in Centennial Park?
I've heard it before. I'm not.
1996 Olympics.
Yeah, I'm not really educated on this.
It rings a bell. It rings a bell.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and so the reason we brought this up in class is it's a perfect example of defamation, which defamation of character is kind of saying bad things about someone that's not true, and then they get seen in that light and can't get hired, can't get
Right.
all that kind of stuff. So what was really crazy about this case was he was a hero. So during this bombing that happened, he actually noticed
This
Richard Jewell. He was a security guard. He was working for AT&T, and he was doing his daily rounds, doing whatever, and he noticed something was off, and he noticed, holy crap, that's not right, and got people evacuated before this bomb went off. And the guy saved almost 50 people in a way, and he saved a lot of damage that could have happened, and was this hero. And for 24 hours he was getting interviewed on the CNN, he was getting interviewed on damn near everything, the morning show. And then all of a sudden the FBI was looking into suspects, and they looked into his past, and they looked into different things and what he's done throughout his life, and realized he might be a suspect. Why did he know this bomb was there? There was no good case. There was no reason he should have known that there was a bomb, this and that. And the FBI was talking about this, and somehow that got leaked to the media. And so the media grabbed onto anything they could, and since it was from the FBI, they went all out for it. And we're calling this guy a villain, a criminal. They were portraying him in this horrible light, and calling him Rambo, and he basically took it to extreme measures. And he had 80 reporters outside of his house, and couldn't leave his home for 88 days, couldn't get groceries, people followed him everywhere. And what was the reason there was so many reporters there was because it was the Olympics. So there's the BBC, there's all these worldwide kind of media outlets that are covering this event. And so this guy's life was damn near ruined for 88 days. And so what's so horrible about this is he ended up dying at age 44.
Oh my
and
gosh.
So what happened after this was couldn't really get hired. And because it was this court case, he ended up taking this to court, and because after the fact, sorry, I didn't even finish the story. After the fact, they ended up figuring out who this real bomber was.
Yeah.
It wasn't him, had nothing to do with the person. He was a hero,
yeah.
But the media portrayed him in this horrible light that people kind of forgot about this case because it dragged on for so long after the Olympics.
And they just remembered
that everyone remembered
his name.
His name, oh, he's the guy that bombed everybody. And when in reality, he did nothing wrong. He couldn't have done anything differently. It was just him living, and he saved people's lives, and he was a villain because of it in the end. So it's this horrible case, and he ended up taking it to court because, one, he couldn't leave his house. He had health issues. It was all this weird stuff. He couldn't really get jobs. He couldn't get... He had a pretty nice job, and where he came from, he had a better job than he probably should have. And so he couldn't get anything higher than minimum wage. And it's just this horribly sad story. And then, but turns out, he took this to court and had like the best lawyer, had the best everything, and had settlements from all the companies that did it, because it was a long case, and they ended up settling for around $500,000 to $2 million. Each news outlet that published defamating things about him. And so he ended up making some money, but it was not even close to, I mean, all of his lawyer costs and how long this went on, it actually didn't really mean anything. And the only people that actually stuck with it was the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, and they were some of the original finders that they got the leak from the FBI and then kind of put it out there. And they actually won the case against him, and that it wasn't defamation because they took it from a truth aspect, and they got the true facts with this kind of situation from the FBI, and so they actually ended up winning the case after 12 years, and he had already died by then.
Oh my God.
So he dies prematurely. Was it because of, did he have mental health issues because of the whole situation, or was it more of...
It was a diabetes type death.
I didn't know if maybe he got depressed or something because of the whole
That's
thing.
what they say. I mean, his life was ruined.
To a degree, probably did.
People looked, anyone that saw him, wherever he went, like, gave him a disgusting look. And it was
so sad.
It's so sad. And what's really cool, though, is they're actually creating a movie on this whole situation, and there's gonna be Jonah Hill is gonna be, I think, the main character. Leo is gonna be, I think, potentially the person defending him in court. All that the person he hired, and it sounds like it's gonna be a really cool movie, and they're already signed on, and it's just cool. It's a really, really interesting case, and maybe the best symbol and showing of defamation kind of in the United States and in the world.
It's so sad.
It's so sad, and we watched a documentary on it in class, and it was just so sad.
Shit like that happens though. Like, so that's like Steve Bartman.
Yeah.
Like, similar to the Cubs fan who like tried to catch the ball. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
Interfered, kind of.
Yeah.
Arguably wasn't even fan interference.
No.
Everybody else was reaching for the ball. He's just the one who touched it.
Exactly.
And his left shoulder. I would have reached for the ball and tried to catch it.
He had to move continents. He lived in like Europe or something.
Really?
He had to flee North America. He was too recognizable. Yeah, he was a popular face. But that's so sad that man was saving lives.
Yeah.
And he
seriously.
still got the bad
And what's
rep
crazy
for
is
it.
they have to differentiate between public and private. So a public person has a lot less rights than a private person when they obviously bring someone. But he was a public person because he was famous for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Which is just ridiculous. No one knew his name before he saved people's lives, and then he almost gets punished for it. It's horrible how it works, and it was so sad watching this whole thing. But at the same time, it was unbelievably interesting.
Poor guy.
It's court for you, I guess.
I'm just thinking back to the Flint Bishop airport thing. Wasn't there a security guard that who tackled the attacker there? Wasn't there somebody that saved the day there? I'm trying to think of if that were to happen. I'm trying to think of a scenario to apply that to.
Well, the security guard
That
got stabbed.
He's the one who stopped him.
I think he stopped him. Yeah, he's the one that like brought him to the ground or something.
After he got stabbed in the neck, though? It wasn't somebody else?
I think it was the same guy.
Just trying to picture somebody save, like, if somebody like that, if I were to see somebody tackle somebody that's attacking somebody else, and then I see on the news that they're just a piece of shit, that'd be so horrible.
No, but that is different.
It's different.
How is that different, though?
Because this guy,
he saved like 50 lives.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, he could have, like, he could have gotten cold feet. He could have put the bomb there, gotten cold feet, and then tried to get everybody out.
Exactly. Like, the FBI had a legit concern about this guy. And everybody, all the news outlets were giving very reasonable claims to make it seem like.
In that situation,
I see.
It's like a questionable.
Gotcha.
Maybe this guy did kill everybody.
Gotcha.
Maybe he did.
Because in your example, it's clear cut who the bad guy is.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It was this suspicion, and then since it dragged out for so long, that suspicion just held true, and people kind of forgot, and they just assumed that guy was the one that did it.
That's just terrible. My gosh.
But good to know.
Good to know. I don't know. One of my things, I guess, I'll bring up. I'm going to Florida for Thanksgiving break.
Oh, baby,
wow.
driving?
I don't know if we're flying or driving yet. That part of the equation isn't known to me, but I wanted to talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing there because Jonah and we watched a documentary called Blackfish a year and a half ago, and I'm going to SeaWorld, and for those of you who don't know what Blackfish is, it's a documentary about the mistreatment of
the killer whales.
Killer whales, yeah, and it even looks at zoos just at, it's like a wider category than just SeaWorld. It's places like that, and I just wanted to ask your guys' opinion. What do you think about zoos? Do you think that it's worth, the money and these kids having this experience of getting to see these animals up close? Because you guys know just as well as I do, these animals are mistreated and what have you. So do you guys think you guys see the zoo era coming to an end, like in our lifetime? Do you think it'll be wiped out or what?
To a certain extent, maybe.
But do you
I
think
think there's certain animals that would remain in captivity?
Some animals, in a way, benefit from it.
Rescue efforts are different. Is that?
Kind of. Yeah.
How else would you benefit?
No.
From like an artificial habitat.
No, I guess that's what I was kind of. They'll save some of these animals that are in dire condition and then raise them in the zoo and kind of save their lives. That they might have been a cub that was stranded or something.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's kind of like
It's
okay.
not. A lot of times, it's not the actual people that work with the animals that are mistreating them. It's just
It's
just
sheer
the idea.
No,
Just,
it's the environment.
Just the idea that they're
Yeah.
like inside of a.
And I think
A
also
cage.
a lot of people realize this too. It's kind of coming to more light.
Yeah.
Whereas
it is.
20 years ago, it was just let's go to the zoo
Right.
and look at these things. It
It's a
wasn't
lot different.
necessarily thinking about the context with it. Whereas now people kind of realize that and they'll go, I don't want to go to the zoo and support this and
Yeah.
things like that. And so I think it'll still be around, but it might be kind of diminished in 10
Few
years.
and far between.
Yeah.
I just kind of like.
Might be rare.
I don't really support it, but as long as they're around, I'll continue to go. It's kind of how.
But you're supporting it by going, aren't you?
I mean,
In a way.
I'm not like so strongly opinionated on it to like,
That you won't go.
take action.
Exactly.
No, I
You
get
know
what
what I
you're
mean?
saying.
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
think that just the ideas these are wrong, but
I mean, I'm not gonna throw a fit. We're going, but
Mm.
I've been telling my parents like
I've been to Sea.
we don't
SeaWorld's-
need to.
SeaWorld's-
There's other things you can do. I feel like
SeaWorld's cool.
I've never been to SeaWorld,
Sea-
so
Oh,
it's
yeah,
my first
I've been
time.
a few times.
Dang.
SeaWorld is awesome.
SeaWorld will be the
They
first.
did they get rid of the killer whale shows or I can't remember.
I don't know if they're still doing shows, but they're losing killer whales like
What?
all the time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Dude, I'm
lot
telling
of
I'm
them
pretty
dying.
sure their last male one is dead or
The
something
last
like that.
one born in
Maybe the last
Captivity.
one. I don't think they can get any more.
No,
yeah,
they can't.
Yeah,
Like I think
Not
I don't know
legally
what it
anyways.
is, but they can't get any more.
right.
I kind of forget the details.
But if you have the opportunity to go to a Shamu show, I would definitely go, dude. It's so cool. It's unbelievable.
Killer whales are so unbelievably smart.
Yeah, they are.
It's crazy.
Have you seen that Blackfish documentary?
No.
It's worth a
Highly
watch.
recommend it.
No, I know I should.
You learn a lot.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Animals are insane.
Yeah. No,
They communicate with each other.
what, killer whales?
Yeah.
They have like super high like emotions.
Yeah.
Like I'm serious.
No,
They had a part in
The way you
the.
just looked at me.
They had a part in the documentary when they took the baby away from the mom, and the mom was like crying for like 2 days straight, like
Wow.
screaming.
Sobbing.
Wow.
It's just wild.
It's wild, and even in the ocean, I've seen just animal shows, and how
They capture it.
they capture killer whales hunting, and how maybe it's a sperm whale or a big whale with its little one, its baby, and they separate the mom
Yeah.
from the
Yup.
baby, and how they get them away from it, and the mom's trying to protect it. Other whales are coming, but they're still like tricking them and faking
Yeah.
them out. It's unbelievable.
That's crazy.
Like it faked me out.
I totally agree. The way they take different canals and different routes
Yeah,
to try and
it's
throw off
something
the
else.
boats, that is so intelligent.
Mm.
And it doesn't work. It still doesn't work, a lot of the times.
Yeah.
But you'd think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're the most successful sea animal in terms of getting food.
They just get what they want, basically, or they're just smart.
In a
about it.
way, yeah, they're never really starving.
Oh,
because they
oh,
can
gotcha.
always get food because they're just that
I
intelligent.
believe
They
it.
ate everything. That's why
pretty-
they call it killer whale.
That's crazy.
They're always growing.
Rest in peace, Tillicum.
One really cool thing I was looking into was, have you guys ever heard of anything Project Fi?
No.
And so it's Google's phone service that I guess works a lot better with Google Phones itself, but you pay per usage. And what's really interesting about it is they partnered with all the big cell phone companies. So you could be getting some AT&T signal, you could be getting a little bit of Verizon signal, you could be getting all of that
Wow.
just to make sure that you always have the best signal. And
Wow.
you pay, it's $10 per gigabyte of data, and then it's free texting and maybe a little bit for calls. But it's the by far best international plan because you can go anywhere and it's still $10 per gigabyte.
So, $10 per gigabyte of data. How much data, like, how much is a gigabyte of data? I don't know what that.
Yeah, on average, like, how much would that cost me
No.
as opposed to you?
No, I'm saying like.
How much
How
web
much-
how
surfing?
quickly do you use a gig of data?
Yeah.
Yeah, that-
I don't know what a gig of data like. That doesn't really.
If you're
give
on
me
your
anything.
phone a lot and you're never on Wi-Fi, I would say it might take you don't know, 3 days, 4 days of
Okay.
a lot of usage on your phone, looking stuff up, always on Twitter.
So if you're someone who uses your
It's
phone more,
very
obviously,
variable.
it's gonna be a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for example, for my AT&T contract with myself, my brother, and my parents, it is 10 gigs per month, and we hardly even reach that.
Okay.
We get to 6, but that's with Wi-Fi. And if you can be really smart with this, so you're never using data in
Gotcha.
a way. So it's all kind of variable, but it's a really cool plan. I thought it was awesome.
It's
It's a great idea.
And it's really cool that it uses everything. It's Project Fi, and
Project Fi.
hopefully that's a way of the future. Oh.
So everyone's on the same page then? All those phone providers just let it happen? It's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's just this certain contract that they hired with them, and it just works.
I heard the iPhone's gonna go extinct. Is that true? Extinct, not an instinct, extinct. I read that somewhere the other day. No,
I've never heard that.
So no.
I heard the Google Pixel or whatever that new phone is
Try
gonna
to-
run it out of business.
I'm trying to talk my mom into getting me the 10.
Really? My brother wants it. No, but it's crazy how good these other phones are getting, and the cameras on them are unbelievable. And it's just wild. Like, when are we gonna get to the point where our phone is a damn near DSLR?
I'm sorry. What's a DSLR?
I was gonna ask
gonna
that
let
too.
it go. And
It's
I was
like Andrew's camera, like a bigger Canon with removable lenses. Like the body is called a DSLR, and the lenses. Okay.
Andrew's got a really cool camera.
Yeah.
It's all right.
But yeah. Anything going on in current events or news or?
World Series starts tomorrow. Dodgers.
That's
and,
right.
Oh,
Astros.
Astros won, right?
Yeah, Astros.
Game
I was drawing
7.
blank. Yeah, Justin Verlander representing.
Nice.
What else is going on? Monday Night Football tonight. Zach Ertz is gonna score 40.
Yeah. I don't know. Football is average right now. College football is, anyways.
We were just talking about it.
Basketball's-
The NBA
yeah.
is
Basketball is where it's
exciting
at.
this year.
It is.
Mm-hmm. I think I've just been missing it. I kind of got the fever right now for basketball.
I know. I mean, look, you don't get all the games. A lot of them are on NBA Network.
I recently saw something that reminded me of Josh and Jonah. But I saw a list of abnormal jobs that pay well. And I saw train conductor on the list, which Jonah has a funny story about a train conductor he knows from Clarkston. I can't remember, right? What's it? Dave. And those guys make 70, 75 grand being a train conductor.
Really?
Yeah, a year. Just operating the train, yeah, riding the rails.
Big responsibility, I guess.
Yeah.
What's wild to me is we live right by a train track, and I see trains going opposite directions every once in a while. I always figured kind of they're mainly going one way.
Same.
And seeing a train go the other way, I was tripping out.
So was I the first time I realized
I was
it.
like, whoa, this is not
They
right.
do. They go both ways.
They communicate, so like one will get off the rails when another one's coming at
They've
them.
learned to communicate.
Yeah. I didn't think they went both ways either. At least on
Blew
ours.
me away.
Yeah.
So a conductor, is he basically only going to these places and change? I know they can hit things that change the tracks to deviate a different direction.
They control the speed. They go
That's
and
true.
they pick up cars and they drop cars and they gotta know.
Yeah.
You ever seen the movie Unstoppable?
Is that where
Well,
that train?
Denzel.
Yeah, I have.
Great
actually
movie.
haven't.
It is intense.
I like it.
It is a good movie. Denzel, yeah.
That's how I know about mine. That's how I know.
Mm-hmm.
And I also read, this was another funny one, a submarine cook. Didn't even know they had these.
You gotta be a
No,
good
so-
cook if you're going down with people in a submarine.
Somebody's got to cook on
Yeah,
submarine.
that's true. And I thought this might be a possibility for Josh. You're Bobby Flay, fanatic, whatever. You can earn up to 187 grand depending on what country you
Dude,
are
you should do it.
working in. Australians that work on submarines and cook, 187 grand.
Wow.
Josh,
The highest
you
paid
do it.
one,
Wow. I mean, how many people are
You
going
could.
on submarines? I didn't even really think people did that very much.
There's probably 50 to 100 on a submarine.
100 people on a submarine? It's a lot.
Dude, those things are
It's like a cruise ship underwater.
Oh, the things are large.
What are they under there for? They're just
it's like military.
Okay. Just
Like,
getting,
I don't know if there's any non-military submarines out there.
Getting info.
I don't know who would go down there for fun. I don't think it's very enjoyable.
You think they're literally
Probably
only
dark.
down there just in
It's dark
case?
and hot as shit.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like it should be hot, but maybe.
The ventilation
and
can't be good.
if
You're
that
underwater.
if that bad boy breaks down too.
You're just
Lot-
literally
lot of
dead. There's so
equipment
much
going
pressure under
Oh.
there.
Yeah. Shoot missiles out.
Is that literally? They're just chilling down there waiting for an attack.
I mean, I would imagine we have something.
There's like radar down there too.
Yeah,
They
that's
can
true.
detect ships or.
It always does impress me. Have you guys gone deep sea fishing?
No.
Never.
No, I haven't.
Never gone deep sea fishing.
Fishing is fun. I've never been deep sea
It's
fishing. though.
really cool. And
Just kind of nervous I'm gonna get seasick going out there.
it's not that bad, especially if you go on a nicer boat that maybe has 3 levels, and you're on this like pretty, and you can go with groups, so
Yeah.
you have maybe 2 families alongside you or whatever. And dude, it's fun. But I like more personal. Like it's just your family, and you're talking with the captain. and
Yeah.
You get to hear how this guy basically, he was in high school. He didn't really know what he was gonna do with his life. Drove to the Florida Keys and met this guy, and next thing you know, he convinced him to take him out on a boating trip, and he was gonna help scrub the docks, scrub this, and then next thing you know, he works his way up to have his own boat and have his own practice,
Whoa.
and it's really cool.
That is
and you
neat.
learn these little tricks, and I watched this guy sprawl a net in his body, and so one weird thing was, every once in a while you get fish that you just can't eat. Period.
Yeah.
They're poisonous,
Yeah.
whatever that might be. So he'll cut it up and kind of toss it off the boat, and next thing you know, there's a lot of these little fish kind of around that are really good bait. And so I watched this guy wrap himself in a net, and he did a 1-2 360, like a 1-2 step. He jumped in 360
Yeah.
and through this net, goes out to like almost as big as a basketball. Like this net was massive.
Oh my god.
And all of a sudden it captures all these fish. He pulls it on board and he's like, "That's bait for the next few weeks." And it was like, what? Like who does that?
Good for him.
But it's a really cool thing. And what's also awesome about it is these guys are so good at getting you a fish. They hook it on, they put it out, they get it, and they get a little bite, and they go, "All right, here you go." And you're like, "Oh yeah, this one's mine." Yeah, it's cool.
That is
It's
really
satisfying.
sweet.
And then the best part about it at the end is a lot of them have partnerships or deals with the restaurants, so that
Oh.
Give them the fish and they cook it.
you watch them fillet your fish, and then they go, "All right, well, we'll just give it to the restaurant and tell them when you get there, and they'll cook it for you." And so we did that. We
Oh.
had mackerel, we had yellowfin tuna,
Mahi-mahi.
mahi-mahi. Mahi-mahi's interesting because a certain time of year there is so much of it, and so people will go down there only to fish, and they'll get. You have a limit, I believe, on how many mahi-mahi you can get. You can grab.
It's a great name for a fish.
But people will go, and then they'll chop it up, freeze it, and ship it back to their house. And that's the only reason they'll go down to Florida for 3-4 days only to fish, and then ship everything up. And it's kind of like it's a fun and worth it trip.
Interesting.
But no, you guys should totally do it if you get the chance. I did it when I was younger a lot.
Whereabouts?
Florida Keys.
Florida Keys.
Duck Key.
Oh, that's
in
right. Yeah,
particular.
you said that.
That's where we
That's
always
neat.
went.
Keys are beautiful.
I don't know.
Not right now.
Not right now. No, not right now.
Going on a little bit of nature, my archery class just finished. I didn't have it this morning, and it was sad.
I know I texted you pretty early, and you were bumming. You didn't have it.
Yeah, but those guys in that class are all hunters, and one guy in particular, he used to. He was based in Alaska for military or something like that. I don't know why.
How old is this guy?
This guy, it's a good question. I should have asked. But last day of class, he brought in cops and donuts. Like, really cool guy.
Estimate. Like, he
I would say he's
was
probably
a
like
college student.
26,
Age?
27,
Okay.
maybe. Just, you can tell he's a very real world smart. If you're in a dire situation, this guy knows how to get out of it.
Survival mode.
He is master survival. And I'm chatting his ear off in archery class, just getting what I can out of the guy.
Oh, I totally
Been around
don't
the
blame you
block.
at all. Yeah, good thinking.
So for some reason I get him, because I'm curious about how the whole hunting license works and how you can hunt stuff that they don't care if you have a license. But so it turns out this guy was in Alaska and he was with his military buddies. I don't know why they were there. Maybe they took a trip separately, and I don't really know. I kind of forget how that whole went. But this guy thought they were there to hunt grizzly bear in Alaska.
Oh.
And
Wow.
that was what they were there for. And I believe they had
Intense.
shotguns, and that was what they took this trip for. And then one day they said, "Oh, we're gonna do a little special hunt," and he didn't really hear much about it. But turns out his buddy had bought a wolves license, which I guess is almost a blanket where you can almost, in Alaska that is, he was telling me that you can in a way hunt as many as you like. And it's just, there's so much wolf population in Alaska that they almost want to get rid of it because they're getting rid of other populations.
Yeah.
Damn.
Anywho, he didn't really know this going into it. And he was doing this call on his horn that brought wolves in and made it think that it was like a wolf that separated from the pack. And so next thing you know, he's with 3 of his other friends, so 4 total. And he's getting slowly, they're all getting surrounded by 8 wolves. Are
They're sitting
slowly
on the
surrounded.
ground.
They're
Oh my
just
gosh.
stationary, not doing much, I believe on the ground. And they have shotguns. And he's surrounded by 8 wolves. And he said they were slowly getting closer and closer and closer. Next thing you know, all 4 of us are back to back, and we killed all 8 wolves with our shotguns. Boom, boom, taking out 8 wolves surrounding him. He said it was single-handedly the scariest thing he's ever gone.
Dude, that is so cool.
That's some Revenant shit, dude.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Isn't that not wild?
That's awesome. Doesn't sound real.
Doesn't sound real. I mean, it very well could have been 100% made up, but this guy, he looks like it was real.
That doesn't make you a badass. I have no idea what does.
That makes sense why I wanted to hear so much about his life.
Oh my god, I'd be asking him 20 questions.
Yeah.
Times 100.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
No, I'd be picking that guy's brain like crazy.
I just couldn't believe it.
What
Yeah,
else? Did you get anything else cool out of him? Just out of curiosity.
Guy was good with a bow. Don't
Really?
get that twisted.
See the one that like strung it in like 2 seconds?
Well, no, this is actually a different guy that did that, but he could do that. And we one day put a Lego on top of our archery targets. Motherfucker hit it in like 2 arrows. You just
What?
go, "Ching." So
Hit it
this was
off?
about 430 yards. He hit a Lego off of the top of a target.
30
A Lego, like,
It's pretty far.
You're
30
talking.
yards is a long way.
When you say a Lego, we're talking.
Maybe 25, 25, sorry. 30 is maybe overdoing it a little.
How big are we talking though? The Lego, like a little Lego or a?
Oh, I didn't say. It was a little Lego man.
Oh, okay.
So it stands up a little.
Okay.
Still not very big.
Still
Not very
that
big, not very
I should have
big.
said Lego man. I said Lego,
confused.
thinking it was a block. No, Lego man.
Gotcha.
Just out of curiosity, you did start the recording, right? Just not the live stream.
I
No,
think
it's streaming.
We're just fine.
We were streaming. We're
No, I'm saying you got the recording too.
good. Yeah, we're good.
Oh.
We're good. We're good.
I just saw usually
We had a
it's
scare.
different screen up.
We
So
had a
I'm just-
scare.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Oh, okay. So I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, don't worry, it's going. But yeah, anything else going on in the news? I mean,
Really?
Dean, I haven't told you about this. I recently got brought on as an editor for a 7-part TV show.
What the hell? What TV show? What are we talking about here?
7 Deadliest is the name of it. And so it's done by More Television, More TV,
Okay.
and they've got it licensed to be aired on actual TV already. They sent in their pilot episode already. And what's crazy about
Whoa.
it is I could just tell with the kind of meetings I've already had is these are some of the best BCA students. And listen to this, I'm working with 30 other staff basically. So there's writers, we have 8 actors, we have people that direct, we have the audio techs, we have our coloring techs. And they said, hey, we need an editor. And I said, "Hey guys, I'm Josh. Pleasure to meet you."
So the pilot, they already did the pilot. Somebody else edited that, but you'll be doing the next
So
6.
my professor came up to me in class and goes, "Hey, so I suggested you as an editor for this TV show," and it was so funny because I just loved his terminology. He goes, "Yeah, their editor just bolted on them, so we're trying to find someone to help them out." And I go, "Yeah, I mean, email me. I'll see what it's all about." And I met them today, and these people all like got their shit together.
That's sweet.
It's really cool, and I mean, the actors are all really good drama students and things, and I can tell this is a legit production.
Are you excited beyond belief for this?
Well, yeah, I mean, but what's crazy too is, so they've recorded about 3 episodes, and the way it's edited is I have to edit per scene. So I don't edit the entire episode, rather I edit episode 2, scene 11, okay, that's done. Okay, episode 2, scene 8, alright, that's done. And then at the end, they put everything together.
That makes it
not as daunting.
Yeah.
And it's just, but what's wild is I think they have about 3 episodes or so recorded, and it's 250 gigs of video files. So I have about 30 minutes of footage to go over for episode 2, which is, sorry, I said that wrong. Like, I said that way wrong. I probably have about 30 hours worth of footage to go over for episode 2.
Wait, hours?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know how long they're recording. And think about it. About a gig is maybe a 2-hour movie, or maybe 2 gigs is about a 2-hour movie. And just thinking that in terms of context, it's a lot of footage. All I'm getting at is a lot of footage I got to scrub through.
Yeah, it is.
But it's kind of fun too. Like, when throughout my life am I gonna be able to say, yeah, I actually edited a TV show? It's kind of cool.
You might be able to again. Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe
this might
I'll
open
find
the
out
door.
this is my niche.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's exciting. I hadn't told
That's
you about
sweet,
that
dude.
yet. I told Jay earlier, but it's exciting. I'm curious to see how it ends up, and then I'll post it on the bros.
Oh yeah,
Don't you worry.
without a doubt.
But yeah, I guess that's kind of everything that's
Yeah.
going on. Basketball's going. Baseball's World Series.
Yeah, football's gone.
Football's football.
Politics has really gone a little dry lately, which is okay. I mean, it was so just everywhere that.
Well, I wouldn't say dry.
Yeah.
But
No, I haven't heard a lot about it
always
personally.
Always
It's
some
all
bullshit
good.
going on. Always some
I was gonna
fuckery.
say, you gotta filter the bullshit.
Did I
Know
see
what's worth
something
knowing.
correctly that Trump might be impeached soon, or
I haven't heard anything. I haven't been.
that the House has done something that now he has a chance of being impeached? And I don't know if that was common knowledge or what. It's just impossible to keep up on. That's the only thing
Can be.
at times.
For sure.
All right. Well, hey,
Yeah.
thanks for listening to episode 39.
Yeah.
And
See everybody next week.
see you next Monday.
Yeah.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
All right. Peace out, live stream. Hope everybody enjoyed.